Sagittarius, this is the second time I did this video and then it just stopped. And I don't know if like somewhere the universe doesn't want you to have this answer, but we're going to try again. Because I feel like this is about something you've been wanting to happen. And you wanted it to happen in February, but it's not happening in February. This is not a letdown and there's not a bad reason for this. So I don't want you to take it as a disappointment. Since 12 is here, this is definitely about something new. And 7 is here is rebirth. It's your birth, something new you wanted to birth. Now, for a lot of people, this is about a move. Okay. I said what I said because there are so many moving cards on the board that it very much is about that. And especially when you tie it to community. So community is your people. It is groups of people. And so I feel like there is stuff going on with the existing group of people and people that you're connecting with at the same time, because it does feel like all of that, and you'll see. So justice is here, you know, and to be fair. Okay, so this is about a decision. It's also about balance, and it's clear that like before this can happen, there are some things that need to be balanced out first. And so you should know that, Sagittarius. And I do really feel like you're being slowed down, to be honest, because we're seeing the Chariot and the Six of Swords. In my personal opinion, I don't believe the Six of Swords happens quickly. And I believe with the Chariot, we're needing to blend energies. Okay. So, we're needing to also can be about details because, the Chariot is about the dark and the light energies. It's about movement, but it's about also everyone being on board. And I feel like this has something to do with it. And I feel like it has a lot to do with other people, to be honest. And especially the Six of Swords is never about one person. Okay. And I do feel like this is really tied to family. But I feel like there's something, whatever it is you're wanting to do, if it's a move or you're connecting with new people, to in terms of starting something new, there's conflict with the people currently in your life. Okay, 5 of Swords in the world. I feel like they don't understand what you're doing. And I also feel like they're coming from a place, they're pushing back out of a sense of abandonment. I feel it's not here, but I do feel it, especially with the 5 of Swords. This could have caused a lot of conflict with the people who are in your life currently, because I really feel like they don't understand why you want to do it, whatever it is. But with the 10 of Cups, the Last Judgment, and the Wheel of Fortune being here, judgment, of course, is a timeout, right? This does have to do with people coming around, and they are going to come around in time, okay? And I feel like they just need to understand. I always feel like judgment is where we take a look back at everything, and I feel like this is what people want you to do. They may be saying to you, are you sure this is what you want? And asking you, maybe they're asking for more details that you haven't provided. Maybe you just told them this is what I want to do, and that's that. But, the people in your life care about you. And they kind of want more details it's a sense of wanting to be a part of things. So I do feel like the people who are in your life currently kind of have felt left out. Like this was just something you were deciding to do without caring about anyone else. And so, it's like when you can come around to that and come around to, not making a hasty decision, because I feel like this is what people feel like you're doing. And I do feel like they feel left out, and I do feel like they want more details. And the weird thing about it, actually, Sag, is that when they do have more details, when you make them feel like they're more of a part of things, things will turn around. They will change their mind. There will be change here. And, that's something that you really need to know. I mean, in terms of community, this, Ace of Wands and Seven of Pentacles, this is, you have also been connecting with new people on this, maybe new groups of people. And I don't think, I feel, this feels so much like there's similar energy with the people currently in your life and the people you're trying to be with. Because I feel like there's a lack of understanding in terms of what it is you're actually trying to do. Like the Ace of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So this new group of people that you've been connecting with, especially if this is tied to a move, they're kind of on the fence about it. I mean, because they're new people, they feel inspired by what it is that you want. But I wouldn't say that they're actually invested. There's a deep sense of people wanting more information. And with, the King of Wands and the Hermit, it's so tied into, they listen to what you have to say. Let's just put it that way. They very much feel like you are someone, like what you want to do is very inspiring. That I can really think of one person in this group that this is going to really speak to. But it's kind of like, I don't feel as if these people are actually totally invested in what you want to do. Okay? They do feel like what you want to do is inspiring. But with the Hermit being here, it's the same thing. They want more details before they throw in, before they make a decision as to whether they're on board with you on this. So I don't know exactly what it is that you are like attempting to do. But and I feel like what Spirit's telling you is it's not time to make a decision. With the Lovers here reversed, the Moon, and the Two of Swords, the reason that people aren't on board is because they don't really see what you're trying to do. And that's the thing. That's the thing that you maybe need to focus on more. Like they see your passion, right? They see how passionate you are about it. But they're also not willing to take a loss. So especially if you're looking for, new groups of people to invest or help with what you're trying to do, they don't see it. Okay? They don't see it, and it just feels like there may be a lack of details. Like they're overall inspired with the actions that you want to take. But there's something very reserved in this energy too. Like they feel like you're a very wise person. But I also get the feeling of, they really don't. The part of why they won't invest in this is because there seems to be a lack of details, specifics. And, so they're not going to make a decision as long as there is this illusion energy involved. They're going to be on the fence. And it's like they can feel the passion for sure, but they also don't want to take a loss. So especially if this is something that you're looking for other people to help you with, let me just say that they don't. You're going to need to fine-tune your plan here or be more specific with what it is you're trying to do. Okay? What it is you're trying to do. Five of Pentacles and the Page of Cups and the Nine of Cups. And I feel like this is with everyone. Because there definitely are people here who are feeling very left out. Feeling like you're just leaving. You're just thinking of yourself. So, Nine of Wands, that can be very challenging. And this definitely is something that you want for yourself. Um, it is. And probably your usual pattern here might be to just whatever, I'm just going to do it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone thinks, right? But it's time for you to get out of that. Okay? Because to be honest, you need support here with this. So you are going to need to share more details. And if you don't have the details, you're going to need to have a specific plan, especially if you want people to be on board. And it feels like you want the people currently in your life to be on board, and you want these people that you're connecting with to not only be on board, but invest in your idea. Wow, this is really specific, isn't it? On the bottom is have, and here's the, yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, you're going to get good news because you're sharing, because your yin is about being vulnerable as well as feelings. You will find if you share more, then you will get more, basically. And that might not be something you want to do. And I get that this is something that you're doing for yourself, but you also can't do this by yourself. You do need the help of others. And one thing I'm seeing too, because, these people that you're connecting with they don't know you that well. And they're not totally like invested in you the way that your current people are. So that might, give you a heads up as to where you get help from. But let's take a deeper look at actions you may need to take here. Because it actually looked to me, and this is interesting, I don't normally say this, is that it starts with the people currently in your life being on board. I feel like they are the ones that are more apt to be helping you with what you want to do. I feel like with the people you're connecting with, you may need to be more detailed in what it is you're asking or trying to do to get them to invest in this. And I'll be honest, like, these are new people. They're not all that invested in you. That might even be because they don't really know you. They don't really they feel inspired by your idea, but they don't know the specifics, and they don't know you. And that's the one thing, it's different when there are people we know and people we've been dealing with for a long time, specifically family. They know what we're about. So they may not need to know, like, all of the details of the thing we're doing to be invested, because they're already invested in you. I think the thing with the current people or past people, however you want to look at it, is that they really want to know more about why you're doing it. And they want to be a part of it. So that's a very, very interesting message. And you may think, oh, I'm just going on to this new thing, new people, new change. But, there are people currently who care about you, who want to be involved and will be more likely to help you. But you are going to have to be more open with whatever it is. And yeah, I said what I said. So if you're just trying to move, you're going to have to, and you're trying to, there's a sense of, finding a place that you belong, right? And that could really hurt the people in your life currently, and they need to understand. Like, they need to understand why you want to do this. Wowza. Okay. So what actions does Sagittarius need to take here? What actions does Sagittarius need to take? Ace of Wands, a Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the teacher. You may need to get someone's advice as well. The Lovers is up right now. It's like things will go faster if you really are more open with what you're doing. Okay, because Hierophant is the teacher. If they don't understand, you have to teach them to understand. And it is, the Lovers. Tell me about the Lovers. I was also seeing a lot about summertime, specifically Cancer season and Gemini here. Seven of Swords. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to move more in duality than, I'm just going to keep everything secret, move in secret, because what's happening is that people might actually feel like your energy is deceptive, or like you're holding back details on purpose. Last Judgment again, Eight of Cups, the Fool, yeah. And all of this needs to happen before everything can happen. Okay, that's what I think. I think like maybe it's even within yourself. You need to really understand why you're doing this, and get all of everything in order. There's a strong tying loose ends energy here. Tell me about the Last Judgment. Because here's the truth. It's like whatever this is, you feel very led to do it by purpose. And so you have to make people understand what that is. And I feel like that's a huge part of it. Like people are just not understanding. And even if they understand what you're trying to do, there's a lack of details. Okay. Anything else? Knight of Swords. Yeah, you got to speak your truth. You got to let people know exactly what you're trying to do. And, swords always remind me of plans no matter what. Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there needs to be a plan. And, it's kind of like maybe you're talking about this thing you want to do, but you don't have a plan. And so there's a need for you to formulate a plan, and that will actually that will bring in investment. Okay? That will bring in investment because clearly you need it. Clearly you need it. So what's the takeaway? The takeaway, really, Sag, oh, wow, there's a lot here. Three of Swords, Nine of Swords. I feel like you feel upset by the problems, right? Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Nine. And also I feel like you're a little upset by the fact that you have to wait. That there are problems you maybe feel like they're standing in your way. And you never really intended to hurt anyone's feelings or to be selfish. And I think that you are going to take the time to make people understand, why you feel passionate about this and what it is that you're trying to do. Because with the Six of Wands, like we get attention for what it is we're doing. And people will meet you halfway and even want to help you when they understand what it is you're trying to do in a more clear way. Yeah. Wow. That was quite the message, Sag. That was quite the message. So I'm going to end it up with some timing in terms of when this may happen. I am kind of feeling summer, so I don't know. So when is this likely to happen? When is this likely to get moving, take place? Next year? Time is frozen. So it could be winter time too. When is this likely to happen? I feel like there's going to be something that happens at the end of the week. And this has to do about time. And I feel like it's not... I feel like you need to let go of, you know, this whole needing to do this soon. It does feel like you... Like next year looks promising, but there's no guarantee. So it kind of feels like you need to let go of having an exact time for when you're going, you know. Because it's kind of unsure. It's kind of unsure. And I feel like possibly by the end of this week, you're going to start to realize that you don't know when this is going to happen. You know, though, to be quite honest with you, I feel like Cancer season is going to be important. I believe that that's June, July, definitely July. So, you know, I said what I said. I said what I said. So if this was your reading, you'll have to let me know. You know, so let's take a look and see what you're learning from this. What is Sagittarius learning from this? Sometimes we think, oh, we want to do this thing, and it doesn't matter, but kind of does matter, and I feel like it matters in terms for you in this. So what is Sagittarius learning from all this? Forgive. Oh, okay, because I feel like there might be a little bit of hurt feelings here. Sagittarius. Surround yourself with love, Sag. Forgive. I mean, these people love you. You need to, like, whatever the conflict, the conflict is coming up, but you need to not internalize the things they're saying and understand what it is they're really saying. And that is that they want to understand, but they're coming at it from kind of an abandonment energy, right? And it boils down to they don't understand why you're doing it. So that's what I have for you. I hope it really helps. Toodles.